What's up, everybody? It's Big John. We have here a pretty beat up copy of Omega Man #3, first appearance of Lobo. And people want to see like before and after, so I'm showing everybody the close up of the little bit of a spine lip and then all the spine ticks on this. It does have a blunted corner there that breaks color. Can't do nothing about that. I mean, the blunting I can, but not of the color break. There's a little bit of color loss right there at the very edge. Can't do nothing about that. On the spine ticks, they don't seem to break color. So, this should press out really well. There's a little bit of a wave to the book. I don't know if you guys can see that. But the back is the worst. It's quite dirty, and it's got some good spine ticks on it. You can see that corner is really dirty. That whole border is actually really dirty. We'll come this way a little bit. There's some dirt right here. You can see it. There's some dirt here, right there. Then you got quite a few spine ticks, pretty big ones. There's one there. There. And then we have a couple of vertical lines you can see here, one right next to it, and then two more, and they actually go all the way up the book. And we have a little bit of dirt. There's some stuff right here, right below the N in Tron. So I'm making this video. This is like the before video, and then I'm going to clean this and get all the spine ticks out, and then I will do another video on this shortly, like right after it, and I'll try to splice them both together. So we'll see you guys in a few. All right, so we're back. I have my Omega Man #3 here, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to set this up so that everybody sees the before and after, basically, of what's going to happen with this book. So I'm going to grab some material. That I'm going to need. So this was full of spine ticks and some indentations. It does have a color break here and one down here, a blended corner. So we're going to go ahead and set this up and get it ready to get everything cleaned up. So, of course, we're going to do shiny side down. Under the cover. And I'm going to go ahead and just set up the whole book, because I also have to do the back. It needs a severe cleaning. Just to let everybody know, I did wash my hands very thoroughly before I started doing this. Now I like to keep my boards like somewhat together, and I always do that. I don't know why I do that. It's so silly of me. But I always put the front and the back in first, and the smart way to do it would be to put the middle in first, of course. So there's the middle. I want to put it just in front of the staples. And now we'll put the back cover to protect the back here. shiny side down. Get that bad boy in there. All right, so now we got it set up. I'm gonna go ahead and turn on my steamer. It's gonna get a little loud. My iron has been warming up to get it to the proper temperature. I do have my makeup pads here to clean the back of it. With the spine ticks and everything on this book, it's probably a 7.5, and the 4 or 5 vertical creases on the back, I'd say 7.5. And with the color break here at the very top and this blunted corner, I don't know. It's probably going to end up, it's probably a 7.5 now. I would imagine after I get this, all these spine ticks out and all the creases out, it's probably going to be an 8.5. It just depends on, you know, how good I get it looking here. I know I'm allotted a few things, but I'm just not sure if it'll get better than an 8.5 or a 9. So we're going to go ahead and pick up the whole book. And I'm going to look at it now that I got my boards. I don't know if we got it on camera, but there's a few little scratches right here. Because you can really see it in my LED light now. I mean, it's actually not bad. The cover's not too bad. The back is really, really bad. So now we got the steam coming out. Now we're just going to steam the spine. I'm going to get this nice and warm and toasty. And that's about all we need to do. Set that back down. Turn the steamer off here before you guys get fogged out. Then we're just going to take our non-stick here. We're going to take our iron and we're just going to gently go over the spine. This is all we're going to do. Come out just a little bit. It's basically like spreading the spine tick away from the spine, and then it'll just dissipate in the book. And then we're just going to run the iron flat here real gently along the bottom, along the very edge of the spine, keeping that nice V. We're going to run it a few more times here. And occasionally I'm just going to move my sheet over a little bit. Notice I'm never stopping. I keep it going. So now we're going to set the iron down here. We're going to take the sheet off. And we're going to go ahead and take a look. And we got most of them off. Looks like there's one here. It's being a little ornery. One there. They're really small. They're not real big at one there. So we're just going to do it again. Remember, it's just being patient. Being that my steamer is already pretty warm, the steam is going to come out really fast. We're just going to add a little bit more to it, a little bit more, not a lot. Turn this off. We're just going to do the same thing over again. Just remember, you got to be careful when you go. If your boards come out a little bit, you just want to be careful not to push them in too hard, because now you've put moisture in the spine, and you don't want to push the board through the book. You notice I keep moving my non-stick sheet just a little bit. Add just a little bit of pressure, not too much. We bought the iron, so we want the iron to do a lot of the work. Alright, so now we're going to check it again. And she's clean. Be very careful. And I don't know if you guys, I'm going to take another video and splice it at the end of the whole book again, but all the spine ticks have all been removed. I have a little bit of a vertical line right here, so we're going to go ahead and re-steam the cover, and then we're going to work on that, and then we're going to flip it over. Just got to remember about where it is, right there by the sled. There, we've added the moisture to the cover. Set it back down. Get our non-stick sheet, and it was right here at the bottom of his bike. So now we're just going to get that out. I'm just doing the spine again because I got a little bit of steam on it. Don't want to rub too hard. And the vertical line is gone. So now we're going to flip it over, and we're going to do the same thing to the rear spine. And we're also going to, so we're going to work on the spine first. We have an indentation here, but we're going to get all the spine ticks out. But what I'm going to do first is I'm going to go ahead and clean the book of all of its dirt. So we're just going to set it down. We're going to get one of our little makeup pads. Get some cleaner on it. And I almost don't use any pressure at all. And we're just going to wipe the whole back of this book. Because there was some dirt here under the end. This bottom edge is really dirty, and the spine was dirty. But now that we've actually moistened, I hope you guys can see that dirt on there. But now that we've moistened that spine, And I don't reuse them once they have dirt on them. I mean, my wife bought me a huge pack of these, actually a couple packs, so I don't reuse them when they've been used once. I don't want any transfer. I'm just going to hold the cover just a little taut. I'm adding a little bit of pressure here. And then I'm just going to barely put any pressure because of the yellows. I don't want to pull any of the yellow off. And we got a little more. But now that it's just a little damp, we don't have to steam it. So now I can go right in to removing the spine ticks that are in the spine right now, because the book's already moist and it's already still warm from the steam before. I mean, you wouldn't know that because you have to pretty much go by a feel, but it was still pretty warm. So we just want to get that edge really good, and then we just want to get those ticks out. And then if you do want to pull some of the moisture out like I do, I just run it gently across the book, never going over the spine. And I just take a little bit of that moisture out of the cover. I slipped. This bottom edge had quite a bit on it. There was a lot more dirt there. So I'm just going to gently go up and down the cover of the book here. Go back over the spine. Move my sheet a little bit. Now, because this book had a lot of dirt on it, you'll see the dirt that was on it when I first did the first video. I'm using my little bit stronger ImmacuClean mixture, so I don't get any residue on the book. Okay, you can see I have a big bottle here of distilled water. I'm gonna pour a little bit in this clean Tupperware dish. And all the spine ticks are gone. I will take some photos. Then I'm gonna take a clean pad, and all the dirt that was on here is now gone, because this is my stronger dose. That's why I didn't want to go over the yellow as much and like this red here, because it would have faded it pretty good. Now I'm just going to dip this in here, and then I don't want it real wet, so I'm just going to wring it out. Right? Then I'm going to unfold it, get some of the water off my hands, and then I'm just going to gently go across the book. Almost no pressure, a little bit of pressure, but I'm not using my nails. I'm using the flat part of my finger and just letting the weight of my hand, and then I'm going to turn this, and I'm just going to wipe the back of the book off. That's all I did. And see, we got some more. And then, since I've done that, now I'm going to redo the spine one more time, because now the book has some good moisture on it. And now I'm going to do the spine one more time, a little slower. And then I'm just going to go up the whole book. vertically. And all I'm doing is trying to pull some of the moisture out. And now I'm going to go side to side. Trying not to go over the spine, just going like right to the edge of the pink line. And I'm just letting the iron do its work, adding no pressure to this at all. And then I'm going to do the spine one more time. And just run it out. And then flat. Maybe one more time. All right. Let's take a look. Came out pretty good. Nice and clean. All the spine ticks have been removed. And now we're going to get this ready for pressing. So I want to thank you guys for watching this video, and I hope this gives you a little bit of an idea of what I do. But this book was one of the ones that I got in trade for doing some work. And so this book will be up for sale. But that's just a little bit of what I do. So if you're a customer, I actually go a lot further. Especially when it's that dirty, but this one wasn't that bad, so I figured a little quick tutorial on it, this would be a good book to do. So as usual, this is Big John for my man Pots and Pans Lobo. We are out. Okay, this is the after the video. It does have quite a few spine ticks that break color. There's like two of them right there. There's one there, one there. The tick isn't there, but the color break is. There's that blunted corner. And then there was a vertical crease right here. It's gone. That was a little bit of dirt up there that we got out. So I'm pretty happy with the front. I would grade this at probably an 8.5. The back I was really happy with. Grab this here and flip it over for everybody. The back I'm real happy with. You can see all the dirt is now gone. The spine ticks have all been removed. And then the dirt that was there is pretty much gone. And then the dirt that was here under the end, that was like I don't know, looked like somebody set a coffee cup or something there. That's all gone. I don't know what that is. Oh, it's just a little dot. Hmm. So now what we're going to do is we're going to set this up in the press and see what happens. It didn't come out too bad. Kind of happy with that. Could have done a little more. But, you know, it is what it is. Can't be perfect, even though that's what I try to do. But the back looks much cleaner. So now we're going to get this into a press, and then we'll see what the end result is. So we'll see you guys soon. Well, this is out of the press, so we're going to give you all a look. Down the spine here. No spine ticks. Still got the blunted corner. Oh no, came out pretty clean. Now we're going to flip it over. Being very careful. I did wash my hands. We're going to get a good look at that spine. No spine ticks. The dirt that was right there is all gone. And all those vertical creases are now disappeared. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you for dealing with it and the length of it. But as you can see, it is possible if you take your time and you do a good job. This is Big John, and as usual, thank you for watching, and I'm out.